So we got some cool stuff going on in the shop today. We got a 56 Bel Air right here behind us and a nice patina on it. This is a show car. I'm quite excited to get this car, get this windshield put in. So we got a new gasket from Steel Rubber. We got a windshield right here for it. It was the only one that was actually in our local market that we could find. Luckily, it was in good shape. These windshields often come damaged. So this is actually going to be a little exciting because the chrome, the last one I did of these, it was, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years ago. So I don't hardly remember exactly how it goes together, but it should be the chrome goes in the gasket and then it ropes in. I remember the last one, the chrome being a real pain. So we're going to see how this works out. That was also a cheap rubber that was used on that one. So maybe we'll figure it out. And then we've got, what else we got going on? I got to take a look at 266 Ford Mustangs today. Somebody put some windshields in them and they're leaking. So this customer actually got a quote from us one time before. We were a bit high. They chose to go with the cheaper option, and the cheaper option's leaking. So we're going to take a look at those and see what we're going to do to fix them. And then I got a 79 911 that also another shop out of Charleston was having some trouble with. Let's walk out and take a look at it. All right, so here's our 911. I hadn't even had a chance to look at it yet. This is the first time it's getting looked at. Now, this customer told me that whoever put this windshield in, put the windshield in, and then they come back afterwards and put the beauty ring inside the trim, inside the gasket. In my experience, I've never had one work like that. I always put the trim in, rope it in, and you see how the trim fits. And if you got to tweak it, you push the windshield back out, and you do it 2 or 3 times until you get it right. If you look right here in the center, oh look, the damn wiper didn't even put on all the way. All right, don't have people come out of Charleston to work on your stuff. Oh man, that's garbage. We got to figure that out. Maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was the customer, but I'll give the last guy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that was the customer. This beauty ring here is not all the way down into the gasket here. There's also kind of a high spot right there. I can probably tweak it out. But I'm going to take a peek at it and see if we got to do anything to fix this windshield. The biggest concern, customer brought it to us because the last guy, I guess, couldn't get the quarter glasses in it. And when he put the back glass in, he couldn't get the trim ring in the back glass once the back glass was in. Obviously, he couldn't because in my experience, you got to put it in first. So he's got all that. We'll have to form it. That should be fun. The last time I did quarter glasses on one of these things, it was a race car that was converted back to a street car, and we had 10 hours trying to make quarter glasses fit in it. It was a royal pain in the behind, but the car wasn't straight anymore. But these quarter glasses aren't put in. They're going to have us do that too. Another concern the customer had is this gasket has got ridges. It's not an original gasket, but anytime you put a new gasket on one of these, I find that you wind up with where it humps up in your corners. One thing that helps with the humping up in the corners is to get your trim ring in first, get everything fitting like it's supposed to fit, get your gasket rolled up out of the edges. This one's not completely rolled up, and that's partly because it's not as expanded as it would be normally with the trim ring in it in order for the gasket to lay up on the body. Now, these cars don't fit perfect. They never fit perfect to start with, but we can get them looking pretty good. I got a couple different tricks, and if we have any more humps or ridges left in our gasket like this, I can go back with a little bit of heat and shrink that rubber up just a little bit and get it to lay down mostly. We might still have a little ridge or two, but a little time in the sun should solve that. So we got all kinds of cool stuff going on in the shop today. We're just going to set a camera up and we're just going to time lapse probably the whole day. We're going to try to get everything on it, and then you'll see me pulling cars in and out and working on this cool stuff. All right, so we've sent everybody home for the evening. Most of what we did today was kind of above everybody's capabilities, but mine. Pat was able to help out on this quite a bit. Pat's an old school body guy, been in the industry about 40 years, 50 years, something like that. So a lot of this older stuff, I can bring him in and he can help fill the gaps. But these old Porsches are always a chore. They're tough to make look right, but when they look right, it's great when they're finally finished up. But my understanding is somebody out of Charleston got called to do this job. They were able to get the windshield in. It's not perfect. The windshield's not perfect, but it looks pretty passable. But the rest of the glass is definitely much harder to do than the windshield. So we got all of it knocked out for that customer, and we will be calling everybody in the morning, tell them to come get them. And you got anything cool like this, shoot us a call. We'll be glad to put you on the schedule. So shoot us a call at 843-379-7222. Or you can stop by and see us. And if you just want to stop by and show us your cool cars, just swing on by and let us see them. That's 820F Paris Island Gateway. That's Beaufort, South Carolina, 29906.